Hawks, Ashlyn here to start off your Wednesday morning. Today is January 7th and it's a B-Day. For lunch in the cafeteria, you can grab turkey and gravy with bread or a chicken Philly sub with mashed potatoes and assorted fruits and veggies. Today's students of the day are Riker Seymour for becoming a Questbridge Scholar, an honor truly rare and extremely difficult to achieve. Your resilience and steadfast focus is admirable, says Mrs. Muldoon. And congrats to Bryson Somers for trying new things and all the growth you've made. Again, that's from Mrs. Muldoon. That's everything from me. Now more news from Anthony.
Hey Hawks, Anthony here to start the show. Today after school there's Studio 315 from 3:15 to 5, and there's also drone soccer in the cafe from 3:15 to 5:15. Regents review sessions are active, and we have some today after school. There is a French review in A206, Earth Science in D206, and Language and Literature review in D114. All of these sessions are from 3:15 to 4:15. Next, CPPtv reporter Haley Cliff caught up with our own special education teacher, Ms. Groff, to hear about her journey from military into education.
I'm Joelle Groff. I teach special education, and I am a consultant teacher for our individuals and societies. I was active duty Army. Yeah, actually, fun fact, I went into the Army with my twin sister. Our mom had been in the reserve, so we had extended aunts and uncles that had been in at least a branch, but it's a lot of Army in our family. So in the Army, my MOS, or my job, is a 75 hotel. So it's since been reclassed. There's not that same acronym, but it stands for Personnel Service Specialist. So my job when I got to my permanent duty station was I worked at a PSB, which is a Personnel Service Battalion, doing promotion. So when soldiers were earning their next rank or duty orders, so where they're going for their next duty station. But I was pretty popular when I was doing promotions because the next rank in the military means more money. So my twin and I actually joined 2 weeks after we graduated from high school, which was 1999, and we went to basic training together in Fort Jackson, South Carolina. I didn't deploy, my twin did, but I was stationed in South Korea in Camp Humphreys, which is right outside Pyeongtaek. And when I came back to the States, I finished at Fort Bragg, North Carolina, which is home to the 82nd Airborne. The Army is wonderful because they give you choices, but I was enlisted, so you have a full-time, I'd say 9 to 5 job, but it starts way before that with first formation at 4:30 in the morning with a couple mile run, and then you're really never done at 5 o'clock at night, so it's hard. You can do college classes while you're in, but the mission comes first, duty comes first, so if you are out in the field, your college classes suffer. So I didn't try to balance both. I waited until I got out, and then I did college for full-time when I, like PCS, so when I got out of the military. I went to college, I knew I wanted to teach, but I waited to make sure I could focus on that, and that was one of the reasons for going in the first place. I knew I wasn't ready for college at 18, and I definitely didn't want my parents paying for something that I wasn't ready for, so it was good for me to wait. So for kids who want to go in, I'm never going to push. I'm really excited when our graduates go to college, when they go to a trade school. The military makes me extra excited to see, but I would say logistically, know that if Groff can do it, anybody can do it, but emotionally know that it's really hard to leave your family. And I think what took me the whole time in the Army to learn was to know that I would miss my family, but then to learn to care for other people's families and strangers like they were my own. And that really helps with the bigger picture of the military, of why you go in the first place, of you love your country and you learn to love strangers, which is a really, really hard thing to grasp. But then when you come home, you appreciate it so much more, and that level of patriotism never leaves.
Next, our boys basketball team will be facing off against Dorset, with JV at 5:30 and varsity playing at 7:15. If you can, make sure to bring a $5 donation to help fund childhood cancer research. Also, if you enter $5, you will have a chance to make a half-court shot to win a $150 Amazon gift card if your ticket is pulled. That's all over here for your news. Now over to Traxton with the weather.
What's up, Hawks? Traxton here with today's weather report. There is a high of 40 degrees with a low of 32. Snow is falling and the roads are icy. Stay safe and warm out there. That's all for me. Let's send it over to Nia with your sports.
Good morning, Hawks. Nia here. For today's sports, we have 5 games. Boys and girls varsity and junior varsity bowling are competing against Maine and Wall at the Crystal Lanes Bowling Alley at 3:40 p.m. And girls junior varsity basketball is competing against Vestal at 5:30 p.m. with our varsity competing at 7:15. Now for last night's scores. Our boys varsity basketball team took down Vestal Golden Bears with a score of 71-48, which moved the boys to 7-0 on the season. They'll take that unbeaten record up against Horseheads this Friday night at home. Our boys swimming and diving team took down Union Endicott on the road last night with a score of 52-43. Congratulations, Hawks. Now over to Jocelyn to take us out this morning.
Jocelyn here to end today's show. Today is National Bobblehead Day. Thanks for tuning in to CPPtv, your daily source of news around the nest. If you miss anything from today's show or any previous shows, check them out on our YouTube channel at CPPtv. To get updates on the show, follow our Instagram at CPP.tv. Thanks for watching and keep flying, Hawks.